Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is British Guy Gaming and today I'm going to do my first ever mod review on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So the mods we're going to be looking at is starting as a Jedi, because if you've gone onto a community about KOTOR, you see that people only stay at level 2 and really struggle through Taris, so they can have the most levels possible for being a Jedi. Well, with this mod you won't have to worry about that and you'll go straight into being a Jedi. You will start as a level 1, either soldier, scout or scoundrel, but for the sake of this video I will just go with a female soldier. Go with this random head and go through my attributes as I just would normally. But for the most part it isn't that important to me. But once we've done all of this, we will load in to a different start to the Endar Spire. You will start in the same room and have to go through the same tutorial, but it is edited ever so slightly, and unfortunately we don't have Trask, so maybe most of you won't like this mod because he is a beloved character in this game. But simply once you've made your character and you inevitably load in, my movies are broken, which is why I have the prolonged black screen. But you will simply be laid on a bed and you'll be disturbed as usual. But instead of Trask, it will be this random old man. The only downside of this, I would prefer that they had an alien so they could put his alien voice in. However, we have this guy who can't speak. Are you alright? I was sleeping, alarm just woke me, what's going on? And the Endar Spire is being attacked. And obviously because I'm meant to be a Jedi, he's obviously my master, I'd have to be self-sacrificing. Final lesson. It's never been a good time, has it? I'm not supposed to be teaching you, or anyone who isn't a member of the Order. There are good reasons for that rule, but I've ignored them and disobeyed the Jedi Council by teaching you the ways of the Jedi. This was your idea, Trask. So he's just Trask, he's old. Yes it was, but I don't regret it. But you need to understand how precarious your position is. The Force is strong when you very strong. So evidently, spoiler alert, he knows I'm Revan, everyone does, for the most part. But you're still learning to use it, and if you can't master it, then the dark side will master you. All foreshadowing there. Is that what's bothering you? I have no intention of joining the Sith. Neither did the others who fell, not at first. Just like Revan. Continue. Still got them ugly things, like I said. Just left click to do this. Obviously it's an old game, you'd expect that from this. That's why I trained you in secret, to give you enough knowledge to protect you, until I could take you to Dantooine. Unfortunately it doesn't look like we're going to get there. So I'll give you one final lesson. It'll have to suffice. I suggest you make it quick. Remember your last lesson. There are just 3 paths as Jedi can choose to travel. These paths shape how they use the Force. Yep, Consular, Guardian and Sentinel. Good, now close your eyes to Force around you. I'm going to have to pick my path. I'm obviously going to go as a Guardian, that's why I was a soldier. Did you choose a similar path? You look a bit old, man. And he's just warning me. Traditionally, a Padawan must create a lightsaber. Obviously, I'm not going to create it. It's very basic. Am I going to give him a short lightsaber? I can't remember if that's a thing in this game. You might recognise it. It's the one you use when you learn dueling. I set the duel myself. There's something you'll have to learn to do in time. So am I Jedi him? No. And you can't call yourself a Jedi until you've been accepted by the Order. Yeah, so I still have amnesia. And I've still been lied to, instead of being lied to by this old guy instead of everyone else. They would think I'm a Sith. Oh, I see. So remember, tell no one, not even the Jedi on the ship, that I've been teaching you. Alright, I promise. Even though I'll be using a lightsaber. It don't quite work. There's another issue with this. There are some clashes, and I do wish you had a voice. Good, now get dressed and grab your gear. We may be called to defend the ship if the Sith try to board her. Right. Right, I've also not played past this part, so I don't know what happens after this, so I'll be going in this with fresh eyes just with you. We'll stick into Persuade. And we get jump and all that. Does it matter? I'll give her 2 weapons. Powers, speed, and it doesn't really make a difference, does it? Valor. Except, oh, you get a few levels, so let's see how high this goes. So you go to level 3, and you are given a short lightsaber. Even though I mean, he tells me to keep it a secret, but gives me a big glowing blade. Open the footlocker, and you just get your normal stuff, which makes perfect sense. I'll hold the short sword as well. Okay, let's move. I'll come with you. Traska joined your party. They still gave them the same model and this, which bothers me. And he's now over there. He is... I will take these items off you. Okay, now he's got his actual player model. He is also a guardian. They have changed his audio as well. And there's Calf. This is not a good sign. If he says things are bad, as they probably are, let's get to the bridge and see what we can do to help. Bastards. And obviously he's now scared I'm going to go to the dark side again. There is no emotion, there is peace. Shut it. And he's still teaching me, but my character's very reluctant. You're going to blow up? No. He's going to have the same things. He needs to get through this level. And the same cutscene. So I think this will play out as it normally does. Part of the dialogue will be different. The Sith breached a hole. He says attack instead of for the Republic. Well done, Trask. You did nothing. And I'm going to steal your lightsaber before you die. And hopefully my character doesn't get stuck in place. Which is a common issue in this game, but to fix it you just want to quick save and then quick load. Which is F5 and F9. At least that's what it is in the second game. You can, so the Jedi's going to come out as normal. So they've given the Jedi a name, Elena's fight. Which seems dumb. You'd want to save your comrade. Nor do I know why where they're stood keeps blowing up. Poor Elena, another Jedi lost in a battle, but now's not the time to mourn, now we fight. Well, I mean, you're not doing much fighting. We evidently could have saved her. Being a Jedi does make this a lot easier. Instead of just getting whitewashed. I can actually power through this quite easily. Still have the same drops. What I've realised, Endar Spire body-wise, it's a lot more detailed than Kotor 2. Unless you look at the mods up, you're going to see it in the video tomorrow. Bridge crew is dead. I think we're vastly outnumbered at this point. I don't care, bring them on. Not so fast, don't let the heat of battle overcome you. You fought well, but remember that lust for war feeds the dark side. And that way lies your destruction. There is no passion, he's just telling me about the code. I don't know, you have really been a bad teacher. If you're trying, you're doing it wrong. Oh fam, alright. The Sith Guard damaged my lightsaber. It's in your hand. You get nothing. I'll even take your robe. You get nothing. Is this Nemo's body? I think it might be Nemo. I can't quite tell. There's another pistol. I don't think there's even going to be a blade on the bridges there. But he's just going to whip one out, because I assume he has to do it by default when he goes to fight Brandon or Bandon, whatever he's called. I feel a disturbance in the force, and he brings out his saber. I should have equipped it on my person, his stuff. A dark Jedi, a powerful one I fear. Come on, let's get to escape pods. He's gonna be like, no. And I still don't know who Bastila is. So my last lesson was learning the code. That seems like it should have been the first lesson. But he is now gone. What's that? I'll do it the other way around. But I mean, you're coming out of this with 2 lightsabers. But lightsabers in this game aren't rare. They're actually extremely common. Opposed to the second game, where you don't get any for so long and then you just have like 20 just dropped on you. But from what I can tell, this is basically the end of the mod. Unless there's some massive change in dialogue when I get to the end. Yeah, so the second part just plays out as normal. And you are forced to go into the terminals. But I can't just walk in. So just give me 5 and we'll be good. Yeah, so it gives you enough no matter what. Otherwise the door just doesn't open. But you do this and you overload it. And none of us really care about this. And enter apparently doesn't cancel it. Slide. And then the door just opens. And that will be the Endar Spire completely finished. So that was the Start Kotor as a Jedi mod. Shut up, calf. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, that was the Start as a Jedi mod for Kotor. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.